Okay, Spartans, it's day 16. That means we are 2/3 into it. We should be at 66% pacing, and we've got to deal with some harsh realities. And that harsh reality is that some people are just not going to make it to the end because they haven't been pacing, they haven't been participating. And we got to make sure that their grade is not impacted. This is credit recovery. You're supposed to be getting a better grade than you initially did. If you're going to get a worse grade, there's no reason to do that. We're just going to drop you. So, I want you to check I want you to check your Schoology grades because everything has been updated. If you have an F currently, you must email me today to let me know that you want to stay in the class. If for whatever reason, maybe you're pacing behind on Edgenuity, but you think that in the next 8 days you're going to be able to get all of the work completed. If you're one of those people, send me an email, let me know. If you haven't been doing um, any of your Edgenuity though, and we're at 66%, that pacing might not be possible right now if you're too far behind. So you have to send me an email, let me know. Otherwise, you will be auto dropped. I don't want to risk your grade going lower. Okay, so first question is um, the grades that have been updated. They've been updated with the newest values in Edgenuity. I've changed the importing protocol so that the value that you guys see on Schoology, there are 3 values, and they're the 3 values that you also see in Edgenuity. Edgenuity has 3 values. They have an actual grade, an overall grade, and a relative grade. Now, you could just go to the website that's listed here, and it shows you, it gives you an example, it gives you an explanation of all of these. So if you go to overall grade is the weighted average grade for completed activities. So if you've completed something, it goes into your overall grade. It's basically like, okay, well, what's your grade so far and all the stuff that you've done? And I had that in the previous grade. Your actual grade is modified to reflect how much of the course pacing you've kept up with your overall grade. So it's your overall grade times your proportion of pacing, and you can click this. Score doesn't assume zeros for uncompleted work. It's just based off of, hey, if you haven't gotten up to the course pacing, you're getting a percentage based off of that, of your overall grade. We've gone over this before. I'm just going over, like, I'm trying to show you guys the mirrored relationship between what we had in the grade book before and now. And the actual grade, that's what's going into your grade book. That's the actual grade that's going into your grade book. The relative grade is, hey, relative to the whole course, how much have I completed so far? If you've gotten 100% on 20% of the course, then if you stop that course right there, you would still have 20% relative grade. So the relative grade is if you just stop right now, what would I have in that category? And this is not necessarily our weighted grade for our class, but you can look at the information from the Edgenuity website that explains overall grade, actual grade, relative grade. I'm telling you right now in this quick write, it's the actual grade. And I think there's some people that have already put it in. Yes, these are the early risers. These are the people that I think are going to be passing the class no problemo. And they are all correct, the actual grade. Again, this is just a reminder. You must email me if you have any problems. I should say understand. Good. Third one. If you are dropping this course because you just didn't keep up and your grade is an F and you don't think you're going to be able to, you're not going to send me an email to say, hey, keep me in. If you're dropping the course, I just want you to reflect on the last few days, on the last few weeks rather, and explain why you think you fell behind. If you're still doing the quick write up to this point, it means you're still engaging with the course, but where did you potentially hit some roadblocks so that if we take it in the fall or spring, it's going to be a similar model. What can we improve? I want to see some awareness and some ownership, some responsibility tell me what's going to change. What's going to change? Are you going to study in a different room? Are you going to study at a designated time? There are patterns that we need to establish in order to get you guys to be successful if you did not succeed this semester. The following semesters we need you to get through. So just kind of reflect on that. If you are passing the class, perhaps you could give some advice to those other people. Hey, set aside this time, like actually set aside 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Make sure that you're always watching the videos, etc., etc. There's probably tips that you could give that would be helpful. And the last one is just your general comments, questions, or feedback for the day. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time to catch up on Ingenuity because there are a few people that are really close. They're like at that, if you have a D, I'm keeping you in the course for right now, and then we'll maybe filter you out later if you don't catch up. I hope you can catch up. But that's where we stand right now. Get your Edgenuity done, bump up this grade, bump up this AG grade so that everybody can finish strong. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow.